Circadian rhythm is our astrological, biological internal clock that helps regulate when you feel awake or when you feel asleep. Our circadian rhythm is influenced by the movement of the sun and the moon, because light, which is information, act as the cue that sync our internal biological clock, the external world, natural forces. A great example of that is seasonal changes, which alter our exposure of daylight and nighttime. For example, daylight, we experience more daylight when we experience spring and summer because we're much more closer to the sun, which increase the amount of daylight that we experience, making us feel more energetic and more awake. But during winter and fall season, we're further away from the sun, so we experience less amount of daylight. We experience more nighttime, which might make us feel sleepy, tired, or fatigued. So depending on what season that we're experiencing in the external world, it determines how much light information that we're receiving from it, and that allow our body, our internal biology, to understand what's happening in the external world, because our body does not know what's happening until it receives the light and the information, which gets transformed through Aries, the first house, our brain and nervous system, into signals that communicate into the hormonal system, the endocrine system, towards the second house, on what type of and what amount of hormones that needs to be released, so your body knows that it needs to be awake or it needs to be tired so it can go to sleep. So the light information plays a major factor when it comes to communicating with our internal biology, unless you practice the witchcraft of creating your own inner light, and from that point on you could start to transform your own biology, but that's a different topic. How to implement this knowledge of your circadian rhythm, your internal astrology, on the most basic level that you could practice immediately. Think of the morning as the time to express your yang masculine energy, aka time to externalize yourself. This is the time for you to do your job, your business, all the hard work you have to do, working out, exercising. Essentially what you're doing is externalizing yourself as much as possible, aka conquer your day. And think of the nighttime as the time to express your yin feminine energies, aka internalize yourself. Prepare yourself to go back to sleep through practicing things such as yoga, stretching, journaling, preparing for the next day, chilling with the people, hanging out with them. In summer, you want to match the movement of the sun and the moon. You want to wake up when the sun rises up, so this is the time you should wake up, externalize yourself from death, aka the dream realm. And then when nighttime come, prepare yourself to internalize yourself so you could go back to the dream realm, aka death, go back to sleep like a mummy.